Yeah, buddy, welcome back, everyone, to another edition of the Fair Catch. It's your man, Lee Ice, my partner, Flying Brian. What's up, brother?
With Lee Ice in the middle of the second week of football. You're a fan of certain teams, really good week. Not so much for certain other teams, but we'll get into all that in a few minutes.
Well, certain teams definitely made an identity for themselves, meaning the Packers. I was skeptical, but after the dominance of two good teams coming in the year, shutting both of them down, I'm a believer now of the Packers. So, but let's thank everybody first for tuning in to last week's show. Thank everybody for tuning in this week's show. Like I always say, I hope we can entertain y'all doing what we're going through. You know, I don't say a word, but Lee Ice will always tell you, protect yourself and your family the best way you know how. Flying Brian, are you ready to get things started? Bring it in.
Yes, sir.
There's only one thing left to say.
Where would you rather be than right here, right now?
There it is, everybody. Let's get it going with the recap. Brian.
Yes, sir.
A lot of second-year quarterbacks.
Yeah. All first round.
How do you think they're doing? We'll go down one by one. Who do you want to start with first?
Yeah. We'll start with Jaden. I mean, he's the rookie of the year, so, and he took him to the championship game last year. Now his numbers this year are, I mean, it's only 2 games, but they're a little down from what they were last year. But he's still, the completion percentage is a little off, 59%. 3 touchdowns, no picks, 90 passer rating, and they're 1-1. So I don't know if you can say a sophomore slump with that yet. I mean, he didn't look great against the Packers, but like you said, pretty sure they're like legit now. So, but yeah, I mean, I don't think there's anything to worry about with Jaden. And Stroud, I think, started from the very beginning of the season last year, was declining. You know,
they started 0-2 too. So
yeah.
But yeah, I mean, they 1-1. Game they should have won. A game that they were predicted to lose against probably the best team.
Maybe right now, yeah.
Yep.
Arguably.
Huh?
There's another team in the AFC.
Okay, yeah.
Maybe. Yeah.
So yeah, I get Jaden's not treading water. I still think he's still the best of the second year quarterback.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, I would say. I mean, another guy that there's been high hopes for, Drake May. His numbers on paper are better. He's got 71% completion percentage, 3 touchdowns, 1 pick, and over 100 passer rating. But I mean, they did just play the Dolphins, so I know that kind of helped. And I think Drake's going to be pretty good. I didn't buy into all the hype coming in. A lot of people are like, oh, Buffalo might have to worry about the Patriots this year, and they might get the 7th seed. But Mac Jones got the 7th seed. Like, how did that work out for him? But he's playing pretty good so far. So
yeah, I think he's playing pretty good, and they are also 1-1. You know, they're the reason. As long as they're not the reason that their team is losing, I think that's what you want to stay away from when it comes to the young quarterback. You definitely want them to be the reason you're winning, but it's more important for them not to be the reason that they lose, your team losing. Because if they lose, if they're the reason why your team is losing, then that means there's no progression.
Right.
You know?
And then, spoiler alert, every second-year quarterback right now is 1-1, except one guy, the guy that's supposed to be the guy, Caleb Williams. And his numbers, they're not great either. 61% completion percentage, 3 touchdowns, 1 pick, but an 89 passer rating, and they are 0-2. And they got absolutely destroyed on Sunday.
And I said it last year on various shows. He was sacked a lot in college. He fumbled a lot in college. And I don't know why people think that that's going to get better when you go to the NFL. Okay? It doesn't. It magnifies even more, And I keep saying it, and I'm going to keep saying it, and I'm going to keep saying it, and I'm going to keep saying it. Him and Ben Johnson are not a good fit.
Yeah, we've talked about the chemistry of them on the show.
There's no chemistry. I mean, it's not a good. If you look at Ben Johnson on the sideline, he looks like he's in pain. You know, it's not a good fit. I mean, it's bad for Caleb that he has this because it was all this hype about Ben Johnson, the offensive genius, and when you have a quarterback, as I don't want to say wild, but because you can be wild, but in a controlling manner. Just look at 15 and City. He hasn't. To me, he has a long way to go unless he gets that coach, a la Andy Reid, that understands you cannot put him in a box. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He's not that type of quarterback.
Also, you need an organization that's going to be patient. Like, are they going to be patient with him and his new coach? Like, people probably forget when Josh, first year in Buffalo, he was awful. He had, I think, 8 touchdowns, 10 picks. He had a passer rating of 69. And then, like, even the sophomore year, they went to the playoffs. But again, his numbers were 88 passer rating, like 20 touchdowns. And then he took off. So, but Buffalo was patient with them. They were patient with McDermott. Most franchises aren't. And again, a lot of people were picking them to go far last year. They didn't, even though he's a rookie. And with them getting Ben Johnson, like you said, they were still, okay, well, Caleb's going to take the next step. This, and it's already a disaster already.
The thing about Josh was they let Josh be Josh.
That's true.
They went through the growing pains.
Yeah.
Like you said, they were patient. They didn't try to change him. Ben Johnson is trying to change Taylor Witt. You know.
Well, you dealt with that with RG3.
He's never going to be Dan Marino.
Right.
Okay? He's never going to be Tom Brady. For that matter, he's never going to be Jared Goff. You know.
And unfortunately, that's what he wants to.
Yeah.
And then, to me, like, the wild card guy of the 4 that have played the most, because the other 2 guys we'll talk about didn't play a full season last year, one of them didn't play at all, is Bo Nix. You know, the Broncos made the playoffs last year. They got smacked by Buffalo. You know, he's got a 67 completion percentage. He's thrown 4 touchdowns. But he's got 3 picks, and he's got an 82 passer rating. And they're also 1-1. So, you know, they have a great coach, or they have a Super Bowl winning coach. I don't know, if everybody's kind of divided on maybe how you feel about him, but he's a Super Bowl winning coach. And they are supposed to be in one of the tougher divisions with the Chiefs and stuff, but, they have a chance to get to the playoffs. But he seems to be like the one that might have the most, maybe besides Caleb, the most growing pains and having to try to tame him a little bit.
He's Brett Favre, man.
Right.
He's Brett Favre. He's going to go back there and sling it and not care. I like that. Nothing's going to bother him. He's going to throw an interception, but guess what? He's going to come back and beat you with a bomb downfield. But then he might come back with another interception. But it's not going to phase him,
Right. And then, the last 2 real quick before we go to break.
Okay.
The Penix is, he only started 3 games last year, played 5. They're 1-1. They won last night, but, he's only got 1 touchdown. He's got no picks. 63 completion percentage, 88 passer rating. But then McCarthy, I know he had what he had first week, but his numbers are 58% completion percentage, 2 touchdowns, 3 picks, and a 67 passer rating. So he's technically a rookie. He played last year, but I don't know. I mean, like you said, they were 14-3 last year with Sam Darnold and decided.
I really think they made a mistake. And J.J. McCarthy, for real, he only had 1 good quarter.
Yeah.
Out of 8, he's only had 1 good quarter. I mean, got him the win. Hats off to him. But 7, he's going to be sitting a while. I think he got hurt.
Right.
A lot of bad
injuries.
Huh?
A lot of bad injuries yesterday, especially if you're a Bengals fan.
We're going to go to a break. When we come back, it's 4th down. Already some coaches. They on that fire. That seat is burning. All of that and more. Flying Brian, Lee Ice, the Fair Cat. We'll be right back. Welcome back, everyone, to the Fair Catch, the Ice. Flying Brian, talking about week 2 quarterback. Speaking of quarterback, Brian, we had a lot of injuries just out of 2 weeks, just with the quarterback.
Yeah, so we're looking at Joe Burrow. They're saying at a minimum 3 months. He's got torn ligaments in his toe and turf toe and all that too. We were just talking about J.J. McCarthy. I just read it that he's out for at least 3 weeks. You can talk about the next one. It's your boy.
Yeah, Jaden Daniels has a sprained knee. And when I was watching the game, I knew it happened right. I said, that don't look good. I was telling people the next day when we was talking about it, I said, Jaden got hurt. Like, when? I said, got hurt, got to watch it. Almost near the end, he makes a run and gets up limping. And he like tries to put pressure on it, and you could just see him wince. So, gotta be careful with the knees, man. You don't want to. I know he played last year with ribs. Come to find out they were broken. You can't mess around with no knees and ankles. Mm-mm.
Yeah, last report I saw, it's day to day for him. But like you said, they should probably. I mean, Mariota's not a bad backup. He's pretty good. So you don't want you don't want to blow his knee out.
Plus, they play the Raiders, non-conference, non-division. I mean, this is if you want an injury and want him to rest on a game, this is the game.
Right. And then I had a small scare yesterday because I kind of didn't see the play, and I looked up and saw Josh Allen running off the field with his helmet off, but turned out to be a broken nose. But he's not even on the injury report today, so all's good with that. And Josh has played through so many injuries, and the last game Josh has missed was in his rookie year. So I know everybody talks about he plays so hard, he's going to get hurt, but he's one of the most consistent quarterback in the league right now. So
before we go to fourth down, I just thought about something.
Yeah.
So Cincinnati's going to be without Joe for 3 months.
At least.
Would you make a call to the Atlanta Falcons?
Yeah, I saw that going around. Yeah, I've heard some Jameis Winston stuff. I've actually the Kirk Cousins thing. I mean, this is a lot of what a lot of people thought Atlanta was purposely doing. That they didn't cut him. They kept him on there. They showed him on the sidelines a bunch yesterday because they knew this would happen, and they're hoping it was the right team, and they would give up probably more than they should to get Kirk Cousins to try to save the season. But their line is awful. I don't think he's going to make a difference, is he?
Who's on? Cincinnati?
Yeah, their line ain't no good. I know.
I mean, Joe Burrow's not like the most mobile of the quarterbacks.
No, and Cousins, I guess, is a little more mobile. But I know a lot of fans are, like I saw a lot of stuff online that people want to see Jameis Winston go there and just, 5 touchdowns and 5 picks every time.
Line it up.
Yeah.
He would have a ball with them 2 receivers. He's going to truck you.
Yeah.
All right, man, let's go to fourth down. Fourth down already for some coaches, man. Let's get to it.
Well, to me, let's get to the big one. Like I said, first, if anybody watched the first episode, I said anytime I can take a kick at these guys, I'm going to. I believe that there's no way that after Thursday's game, when Miami going into Buffalo, that there's how does this guy not get fired unless they somehow win? And I don't think anybody would bet any money on that. I don't know how you do it. And then the stuff he's saying in the press conference, I think I saw a quote that, you have to win the game to win. If you don't win, you lose or something. It's like, what's that? I know you talked about the quirkiness, but that's not cute when you're getting demolished every week.
He is quirky, man.
Yeah, when they're dropping 70 on the...
I can't believe I'm saying this. When you first started, you know who I compared him to?
Oh, jeez.
I can't believe I'm saying this. I think this is the modern day Joe Gibbs. He's quirky like Joe, but
because they wear glasses.
And he say quirky stuff, corny stuff, and he laughs at himself.
Yeah, when you're dropping 70 on the Broncos, it's hilarious. When you're 0-2 and Tyreek's throwing fits and Tua can't throw past 8 yards down the field and all that, it ain't funny no more.
Nah, and Buffalo's already 2-0. So that division, if they, like you say, more than likely they're going to lose Thursday, and that's 0-3, and Buffalo's already 3-0. You pretty much can kiss the division goodbye.
Yeah, right. I mean, you're clearly not going to win it.
You're not making up 3 games on Buffalo.
Nope. They had a 3-game lead on Buffalo 2 years ago, and they didn't win the division.
It's not funny.
Yeah, and then Josh's history against the Dolphins. I think he's 14-2. He lost one his rookie year, and then he lost a game a couple years ago. So the Heat Gate, where they had like the sidelines for the Bills were like 120 degrees or something, and they lost by like 2 points. Josh's numbers against the Dolphins are fantastic. There's no reason to believe at all, unless he gets hurt or something, and even if he does, that they're not going to just stomp the Dolphins.
Right. Who else is on the hot seat, man? I got Brian Daboll.
Yeah. I know a lot of people calling for that, and yeah, he's had a lot of chances. I know he scored a lot of points yesterday, but I think like the big thing yesterday, what did they have? 7 shots for like the 2-yard line, and they couldn't put it in, I know that's obviously Russell said, but that's coaching. Like that's a big part of the coaching. Yeah, I don't want to say
his team get too many dumb penalties.
Yeah, I don't want to say I have a soft spot for Daboll. I know he was Josh's coordinator and all that, but yeah, he's kind of rode this job a little longer maybe than he should, because he got Daniel Jones to a playoff game. Although we're seeing maybe that it was the Giants and wasn't Daniel Jones, because he's lighting up right now. Top 2 teams in AFC on record-wise are the Bills and the Colts.
Look at him on the sideline when his team are committing those penalties. He's just like, I mean, he it's like a comedy show. I'm like, that's you, man. Your team ain't disciplined.
Yeah, I mean, it's happened so many times. Great coordinators or whatever, they just don't always translate. And I don't know if he went to the best situation. I mean, the Giants have been a mess for a long time. But they didn't help themselves this offseason with this quarterback situation. Play hard. You got nothing to lose. You're not gonna,
Yeah, I mean, you pretty much have your excuse of why you're losing if you lose.
Yeah, I mean, did you think you were going to go 7-10 or 8-9 with Russell Wilson and that was going to save your job? If you go 4-12, but Dart looks really good, I think that would probably save his job.
I agree with you 100%. Yeah. I don't know why he's holding on. I mean, Russ had a good game. I give it to him.
Yeah.
But at the end,
right, he didn't get it done.
Yeah, I mean, he threw up. That was a punt. That wasn't no pass.
That was an interception. Yeah.
That was a damn punt, man. Just put Dart and take your lumps, man.
And don't get
put somebody on there already. I know he ain't gonna get fired, and maybe I'm just doing it because I don't like the guy. Ben Johnson. All this hype. I mean,
I was gonna bring it up.
All of this hype, and I told you, and I done said it 50 minutes. Not a good fit, bro. That's not the quarterback.
Yeah, he's obviously not gonna get fired right now, but it all depends on also, like, what does the ownership believe? Do they believe Caleb's the guy, or do they believe the coach is the guy?
Yeah, well, if you're the ownership, if this doesn't work with Ben Johnson, what do you do?
Right.
Do you go out and get another coach? I mean, do you
or do you get rid of Caleb?
Give up on Caleb?
Right.
I mean, who is it?
It's kind of too early to shut down both, so.
They just gotta. I mean, this is gonna get ugly in the long run.
But I said it before the season started on a lot of fan pages and stuff, talking trash about the Dolphins. That all the Dolphins fans. I said, don't worry, because after this season, you're gonna have a new GM, you have a new coach, and you're gonna have a new quarterback. Well, apparently they can't have a new quarterback, because if they get rid of him, it's gonna cost them like $80 million or something. So apparently they're stuck with Tua. Which is good news for me.
Yeah, Tua looks.
I know on paper his numbers are good, but if you watch the games, he's not it, man.
I hate saying this, and God forgive me for saying this, but it looks like Tua seeing stuff that's not there. And
that was the things you're seeing go. Did he say he was seeing ghosts? Somebody said they were seeing ghosts one time.
I mean, it could be all them concussions, man.
I know. Yeah.
When you start seeing stuff that's not there, and jumping and like that, that's not good. He's too young to be going through that. But we saw it with what's the young guy that the Texans drafted back in the day? Carr.
Oh, yeah.
And he said,
I think he's the one that said he used to see ghosts. I think he's the one that said it, yeah.
Right. He said he feels for quarterbacks. He said he would never wish that on no quarterback.
Yeah, he got beat up.
Because there's nothing you can do mentally and nothing you can do physically.
All right, man.
All right. When we come back, it's the big three. The big three games of the week. We're going to break those down. That is what we're going to do on the Fair Catch. Brian and Ice. We'll be right back. We are back, y'all. The Fair Catch, Brian and Ice. It's time for the big three. That's big three games of the week. What's number one, Brian?
All right, so let's do the Lions versus the Ravens. Monday night football. It's Monday night, right? Yeah, Monday Night Football. I know they're both 1-1, but these are teams that everybody clearly thinks are one of the top teams in AFC and one of the top teams in NFC. Lions had a big bounce back and they stomped the Bears. Ravens had a big bounce back and they stomped the Browns. So this should be a good game, and it's going to be, where again, two teams that people believe could make the championship game of the Super Bowl are going to be 1-2. So that kind of makes it more interesting. I'm gonna go Lions. I think Henry had a really bad game, and he has been off since the fumble. So I don't know. I mean, obviously it doesn't necessarily mean anything, but and Lamar is great, obviously. But I'm gonna go Lions, but it's obviously gonna be a great game. I'm gonna do 28-27 Lions.
I'm going Lions too, but I'm going even higher.
Oh,
because Ravens gave up 41 to your team.
Yeah.
And Detroit is coming off putting up 50.
Yeah.
Dan Campbell doesn't stop. He doesn't take the gas. So I'm going Lions 38, Ravens 34.
All right, now people might not, when I say these two teams, they go, really? This is one of your big three? The Cardinals versus the Niners, but in reality, they're both undefeated. They might be playing for first place, and we'll talk about why that is in the next game. But
where they playing at?
I believe Arizona, I think. Don't quote me on that, but I know Brock Purdy. We forgot to mention Brock Purdy during our injuries, but he's out 2 to 5 weeks. But Mac Jones lit it up. He looked great. And, Kyler has been fine. It's kind of the story of his career. He's been fine.
That's all great. He really do. And guess what? I kind of should win. But if they play in Arizona,
I'm checking right now.
Repeat what he just did again.
Yeah, I mean, that's a good point. It's in San Francisco. My fault. San Francisco.
I'm going to go with the 49ers. Go with the home team.
That's funny. 49ers are only favored by 1.5, so that's less than what a normal home field advantage is. So right. I guess Vegas
I think it's pretty much even. Actually, you could say that Arizona is favored in a,
Yeah, I'm assuming odds makers think that, like you said, Mac Jones is not gonna be able to do it again. But yeah, I'll go Cardinals. Honestly, don't think it'll be that high scoring. To 21-14 Cardinals.
I got Niners 23-20.
All right, now the big game this week, and I'm pretty sure it's a 1 o'clock game, and for 1 o'clock, it's not a prime game, but it's two of the top teams in the NFC. You don't count the Packers. It is the defending champions, Philadelphia Eagles, and the undefeated LA Rams. Should be a really good game. Let me double check on the location of that game. That game is in LA, in Philadelphia. And Oddmakers got Philly favored by 3.5, so really pretty close. Because usually you get a 3-point advantage for a home team, and they're only 3.5 favorites. So this should be a pretty good game. Eagles offense hasn't looked great the last 2 weeks. I know Chris Jones he told Jalen Hurts that he only had 100 yards total yesterday as they were kneeling for the victory. But in Philly, they're riding pretty high. There should be no reason that they have a come down for beating the Chiefs again. I don't think that's a thing. I think the Rams are pretty good too, but I think and the Rams are the only team last year in the playoffs to give Philly any kind of game. So I think maybe kind of a revenge game for the Rams, kind of plant their flag that they're right there. But I'm going to go Eagles 28-20.
This is not even going to be close.
Oh.
People saying the Rams played in this Rams. It's not going to be close. It's not going to be close. As a matter of fact, the Eagles, you got them by 8. I got them by at least 2 touchdowns. I'm going to say 35-14 Eagles. Ooh. We're going to have to deal with Eagles fans again. Jalen's a good quarterback. Jalen should be a top 5.
So it's funny because I've been seeing things going around like people saying like, "Oh, who cares? He only had 100 yards. They won. That's fine. Then don't say he's top 5. Yeah, don't keep arguing he's top 5. He can keep winning with numbers like that, but don't argue he's top 5.
I saw a stat. His last 4 out of the last 5, or 5 of his last 6.
Yeah,
he didn't throw for 150 yards.
And I don't think he's thrown for a touchdown either in like the last 8 quarters.
Man.
Yeah.
Eagles fans, let it go, man. Just enjoy.
You're winning, enjoy it. Yeah, right. Enjoy the wins.
Team winning, man. Get off that Jalen is a top 5 quarterback. He's not.
Do you remember when the Ravens won the Super Bowl in 2000 when the Ravens fans going crazy saying, was it Trent Dilfer as a top 5 quarter? No, I think they just enjoyed winning the Super Bowl. I'm not saying he's Trent Dilfer. That's not what I'm saying. But
that's typical Eagle fans. They can't enjoy happiness, man. They can't do it. That's Philadelphia in general. Take it from a former Philadelphia 76er. I grew up a 76ers fan. It was just, we had arguably one of the greatest players. I mean, he was one of the greatest players ever, but the most charismatic. And they just, something about that Philly air, man. I'm telling you, it's something about them. I used to go up there for ECW matches, and it's just, the whole town, the whole city is just, I don't know, man.
What are they famous for? Would they boo Santa Claus or something?
Yeah, they beat him up.
Yeah.
No, they
booed him out of the stadium. I probably, but did they boot him out of the stadium?
They used to have a jail at the old Vet Stadium.
Yeah.
That tells you what you need to know about Philadelphia Eagle fans. Philadelphia Eagle fans, get over it, all right? He's not a top 5 quarterback, all right? He's a Super Bowl winning quarterback. Love it. Okay?
Super Bowl MVP quarterback.
Super Bowl MVP. He beat Patrick Mahomes. He played. No. Philadelphia Eagles beat Patrick Mahomes, okay? Just get over it, Philly. Relax. All right. Prediction time. Mine is easy. I'm going to go with what you predicted last week. We're going to see Jackson Dart this week.
We're definitely going to hear the chants. There's no way we don't hear the chants with the Chiefs game.
There's no way them fans, the first third down, and they don't convert. It's a wrap. Trust me. It is a wrap, Russ. And I hope you enjoyed your two games and 3 starts, because you ain't going to get another one, man. Set back, educate the young guy, man. You've had your time, Russ. You played in 2 Super Bowls. You won 1. You messed up the other one, but hey, life happens. You got a beautiful wife, Russ. Let it go, man. It's time to let it go. You got a prediction?
Yeah, I'm gonna piggyback what we talked about earlier. I believe Friday morning, Saturday morning, McDaniel's gone after they get stomped by Buffalo.
Hey, he'll make a great offensive coordinator when Cliff Kingsbury leads my team. We got matching glasses. See?
Yeah, but apparently he's an
Well,
offensive genius, but he don't
yeah.
have to head coach a team, I guess.
Maybe he's just coordinated. He couldn't make that transition like Kyle did, So, all right, that would do it. We leave you like we always leave you, whether you like it or don't like it. Learn to love it. It's the best thing going for the flying man and the ice man. This is the Fair Catch. We see y'all next week.